It's the Sean Widmer Podcast. It's a journal by someone that just really doesn't like to write.
I don't know if I've got it today. We're going to do one today. We're going to get the podcast out. I know I don't have a lot of time, but I just don't. I'm not, you know what? Some days you're not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. I'll be honest, I'm not in a great mood today. I'm in a kind of a crappy mood. And so the energy is low. I don't really care to do the podcast, but I want to do it because we want to stay consistent. We've got a goal. We want to accomplish the goal. And so days like today are the days where I wake up and I'm like, it's early. I slept for probably 3 hours last night and I don't want to do this, but I got to do it. I want to do it. I want to keep this up. I want to get to 100 because there's going to be a day, hopefully, coming up where I'm super energized to do it. And I want to make sure that I've got the days like today done. So the fun days, I'm here for it. I've got two things I want to talk about today. Maybe three. Two video game things. This is the thing also. When I have a phone it in day, it's not even a phone it in day, but I'm just not feeling it today. I default to the things I love. Video games I love. And I do not get to play them nearly as much as I want to or used to, but I still love them. I still pay attention to them. I wanted to start by saying this because I saw this when I was getting ready for the Mountain Show, my midday show on KDRK on 93.7 The Mountain. In Eastern Washington, North Idaho, tune in 10 to 3. I was getting ready for it. I was doing some research, and I was just like kind of thumbing around, and I got on Instagram, and I was looking at some fun like daily facts, and I saw one that I was like, this is not radio worthy, but it got in my head. And I thought, well, now that it's in my head and it's all I can think about, I have to share it. And I'm going to look to see if it's actually real because it is. Oh my gosh. What do you know about a chainsaw? I got a chainsaw. What else do you know about a chainsaw besides what Fred Durst told us all in the late 90s? I think lumberjack, I think flannel shirt, I think maybe no shirt, guys cutting down trees, getting all crafty with how they angle it so the tree falls in the right spot. Maybe you think of a person who chainsaw gets that chunk of wood and makes a beautiful piece of art with a chainsaw. Amazing. I think it's just chopping wood. So I saw this thing. It's like, do you know what the chainsaw was originally made for? And I thought, cutting trees, dude. Yes, I got this trivia right. And I did the swipe right on the slide. And that was when my life changed forever. And so it's nothing that anyone should know. But since I know it, I'm going to make sure you know it too. Let's read this. The chainsaw was originally invented in the late 18th century by, what's the lumberjack's name? What's it going to be? Paul Bunyan? No. Scottish doctors John Aitken and James Jeffrey. They must have been cold in Scotland. They didn't have a lot of time to cut down trees. So they didn't want to get out there with their axe. What can we do to cut wood faster? No, they made it for a childbirth tool. I don't like that. I don't like that really at all. I don't like that one bit. I didn't need to know that. Now, this is not probably one of big old chainsaw, but they made a childbirth tool for bone removal, and that's all I'm going to read. I don't want to read anything more. I don't want to know anything more, but that's where the chainsaw came from. So next time you're out there, tough guy with your chainsaw, you're like, childbirth, and you know where this tool came from. It was not some big, tough lumberjack guy who was out there with a dip in and suspenders with no shirt and, just cutting trees down. Nope, doctors. So that's that. And now we move on to video games. Two video game things for you. One I wish I was playing, and one I can't wait to play. Grand Theft Auto 6. The Grand Theft Auto franchise, one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. Top 3 video game franchise for me. I love them. I could play them all the time. They're great. Grand Theft Auto 5, one of my favorite games ever. All the Grand Theft Autos are all some of my favorite games ever. I'm playing through Grand Theft Auto 3 right now and just loving it. 25 years later, still loving Grand Theft Auto 3. So Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out on November 19th, and it's going to be a crazy time for productivity in America. The numbers are hilariously wild. This game has made over $1 billion already. It's not even out yet, just on pre-orders and stuff. This is going to be the biggest thing in entertainment history. Biggest moneymaker in entertainment history, movies, TV shows, games, whatever. This video game is going to set the record and set the bar. Time for you to set the bar. It's going to be there. So it's going to be huge. So with that, there's a lot of excitement around it. There's a lot of intrigue. So when Grand Theft Auto, when Rockstar, the company that makes it, is set to drop a trailer, it becomes really big news. When they drop their first trailer, like YouTube took a hit for how many people went on and were watching this trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. It was insane. And it had like 10 million views in a second. It was something crazy with their first trailer, the amount of eyes that get to these trailers. So they've got another one coming out in August, end of this month. In fact, it's coming out on the 27th. So Rockstar is going to have their next trailer coming out, an extended look at Grand Theft Auto 6. So the nerds, me, we're excited about this. We're excited to see what else they're going to show us. Let's give us an extended video, and we're going to dissect every single part of it, and we're going to take 10 seconds of this video and make hour-long videos breaking them down. It's insane. So this video's coming out. This is the level that Grand Theft Auto 6 is at. This video will release on YouTube at, I believe, 9 o'clock Pacific, or 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. That's late. It is late because it's debuting on Netflix at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. First video game trailer in history to debut on a streaming service, Netflix. I would love to know how much they paid for this, to get a trailer for a video game 6 hours early. The internet lost their mind. It's so silly. We love Grand Theft Auto. People are like, we don't have Netflix. And it, like, if you go look, the internet goes berserk. They're cursing out Rockstar. How could you do this? It's 6 hours, but that's how big this game is, that a 6 hour gap has caused an insane uproar. It's wild. But I'd love to know how much Netflix paid for this. The amount of eyes they're going to have on Netflix on August 27th, I'll be one of them, at 3 p.m. Eastern, is going to be wild, and it's going to be watched multiple times. But just crazy video game news. And I love it. I love this stuff because I love video games, and I love the industry, and I love knowing that they're so big at moments, and there are these moments in history that are just around something silly like a video game that are larger than life, that is causing this kind of chaos and this kind of monetary value of trailer. I mean, it's probably going to be 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long, and Netflix paid a bunch of money to get it 6 hours early. Crazy. The other video game thing I wanted to talk about, man, I wish I was playing this. If you rewind time to the early 2000s, young Sean Widmer is taking up the dial-up phone lines in whatever house I'm living in with whoever I'm living with. And at about 10 o'clock at night, trying to be respectful to people who might be needing to make phone calls in the house. But once 9 and 10 o'clock rolled around, I am plugging the phone line into the back of my computer. I'm dialing up the internet, and I am jumping on Everquest. Everquest is one of my all-time favorite video games. It's a massively multiplayer online game. And I played this game a ton. I played it hundreds, probably over 1,000 hours logged into Everquest over the years in the early 2000s. I loved it. And the funny part is I never really got far in it, which is crazy. I didn't know at the time how to access message boards. I didn't know how to get into guilds and progress my character and get into the end game stuff and find the good gear. I didn't know. But these games are, you walk around and there's 100 other people in this little world with you. Then every map you go to, there's 100 more people, and you're just interacting and seeing all these other people playing the game. That blew my mind. That idea was crazy to me. I loved it in the early 2000s. Did I interact with a lot of people? No. My friends list was tiny. I didn't know how to get into a guild. I didn't know all this stuff. But I loved Everquest. And so they've released Everquest Legends. And it's a throwback to old school EverQuest, kind of like what World of Warcraft did with World of Warcraft Classic. And so every day this week, I have looked at my computer and I've thought, man, Man, $20 to get me a month. The problem with EverQuest and like World of Warcraft in these games, there's a monthly fee. EverQuest is still, 20-some years later, it's still $10 a month to play EverQuest. And so I am, that's an early phone text. That can't be good. When your phone dings before 7 o'clock, that's never good. Anyhow, I just been looking at it. I'm like, man, I'd love to dive back in. I don't have the time to do it because I would have to sacrifice my nights. The last couple nights I've slept 0. I've slept 2-3 hours. I should have got it the last couple of nights. I think we're about to get the end of a print. Let's hear it. Let's see. We might be able to hear the 3D printer in the background. Finishing up some printing jobs. Let's hear. Come on. Make the sound. And another text. Not good. So anyways, EverQuest Legends. It's got my attention. There's a chance I get on that thing. We'll find out. We will find out. All right. That's all I got for today. That's all the energy I got. I got to get ready to go hang out with some boys who will be up soon. See ya.